Wake up, Canada! President Mr. Sangha, Honorable Prime Minister, Minister Sheila Cobbs, honored guests, and all my little friends. As I said, wake up, Canada! Canada is opening its eyes, a little at a time. But every little bit changes our country like never before in its 135-year history. Progress sometimes is not how fast we move forward, but how fast we go backwards. I am 6 years old and go to senior kindergarten. But when I grow up a little bit and need to read Canadian history books, guess what? They will be a lot more different than what you are reading today.
सारी दुनिया अंदर होने लगी सी चर्चा सोचन लगे बैठ फरंगी नमी नसीबत पैंदी मुच्छां नूं बट जाण दे जद मर्द हठीला मुच्छां नूं बट
On behalf of the Executive Committee and the congregation of our society, I would like to express our deepest gratitude that you could join us in this celebration. I would especially like to thank the Right Honourable John Chrétien, Prime Minister of Canada, the Honourable Sheila Cobbs, Minister of Canadian Heritage, and Honourable Herb Dhaliwal, Minister of Natural Resources.
It is my pleasure at this time to ask Neil Vadvana to sing O Canada.
Please sit down. Wake up, Canada! Wake up, Canada! वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह सत श्री अकाल नमस्कार and good afternoon. Honorable Mr. Sangha, President Mr. Sangha, Honorable Prime Minister, Minister Sheila Cobbs, honored guests, and all my little friends. As I said, wake up, Canada! Canada is opening its eyes, a little at a time. But every little bit changes our country like never before in its 135-year history. Progress sometimes is not how fast we move forward, but how fast we go backwards. I am 6 years old and go to senior kindergarten. But when I grow up a little bit and need to read Canadian history books, guess what? They will be a lot more different than what you are reading today. In short, I would like to thank Honorable Prime Minister and Minister Sheila Cobbs for keeping the both eyes wide open for the good of our country, Canada. So give them a big hand! Now, everybody, please join me proudly in the sing and feel what I feel in the singing of our national anthem.
Can we stand up now?
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love leave you with a simple thought. How will you help to build Canada so when we little children grow up, we too can look back proudly? Thank you.
If that's the future, we're in good hands. I should have told you at the outset that Neil is 6 years old and he's been performing since the age of 3. He's performed 120 shows all over Canada. On July 1, 2002, he made Canadian history as the youngest and the first South Asian to sing our national anthem on Parliament Hill. And I just think it's fitting and it's wonderful that we have finally recognized this as a heritage site, because this was the first temple and it's probably the last of its kind left in North America. And it served as a wonderful source of pride and dignity for our community historically. And I want to congratulate everybody who's here and who played a role in having this site declared a historical site.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Typical Abbotsford day with the sun shining. Otherwise known as God's country. And I know why the Right Honourable John Cretchen came here. It is God's country. On behalf of the City Council, and I have my City Council with me here today, and I have with me the first Indo-Canadian, Mo Gill, sitting in the crowd. A hard worker for your people. The Sikh community has played a very important role in British Columbia, particularly in Abbotsford, and for more than 100 years. The temple was built with lumber that was donated by the Abbotsford Lumber Company, which was owned by the Tatui family, and they are here today.
For me, it's a very emotional day because our family has been here for 3 generations, and my children are here as well, our 4th generation. And naming this the historic site right here, it's about our pioneers. It's about our grandfathers and great-grandfathers. It's about their struggles. It's about their wins and it's about their losses. It's about their hardships. It's about their passions. This Gurdwara, as you were told, was built by Sikhs and non-Sikhs alike. They came together and built this historic site.
This is a proud day to be a Sikh, but it is an especially proud day to be a Canadian. Neil told you that there is a page in our history books that has been blank for over 130 years. And that's the page that tells us about the strength and commitment of the multicultural community in building Canada. We are here to honor the Abbotsford Gurdwara. We are here to pay homage to the Guru Granth Sahib. We are here to pay tribute to the Nishan Sahib. We are here to celebrate the wonders of Sikhism. The 5 Ks, the Kirpan, the Kes, the Kara, the Kanga, and the Kacha represent the indomitable spirit, simplicity, saintliness, devotion, the eternity of God, clean mind, and clean living. The Guru taught humility, self-respect, righteousness, and unlimited love. The Guru taught reverence, not just for the Gurdwara, but for the temple, the mosque, the Vedas, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, and the Purana. That is what the Sikh people have practiced for 5 centuries. I am deeply honored to have been a part of this great process. We have come a long way since the Kamagata Moru, but the story of the Kamagata Moru must be told to Canadians. I think this is a call from the history teachers.
No, when I speak English, you think I'm Sikh. I'm still putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Ministers, members of Parliament, member of the Senate, member of the Legislative Assembly, Mr. Mayor George Ferguson, and Owie, still a young man, 10 years older than I, and dear friends, the Abbotsford Sikh temple is a simple building, an humble building. But this simple building is a place of great history. It served as a center of community life for the first Sikhs who came to work in the sawmill and the logging camp a century ago, who came here to join in the common project of building our young nation. Just a few young men with almost no money spent what they had to build it. They carried the lumber for the temple for long distances on their shoulders. It is now the oldest existing Sikh temple in North America. It has become a treasured place of memories, of faith and prayers, of family and shared meals, of learning, songs, and culture. It is designed to offer welcome to all peoples and from all directions, Sikhs and non-Sikhs. It embodies a belief in the equality of all peoples. As such, it is a monument to the best of the Canadian experience. A celebration made all the more significant because the welcome that Canadians gave to the Sikhs was not always one that did us proud. They faced much discrimination. Today we have a Charter of Rights and Freedom that proclaims and protects the equality of all our citizens. Today my good friend Herb Dallawall is a senior minister of the Crown for British Columbia. Gurdwara Mali is the only Sikh with turban elected, in North America, and I'm told in Europe too. And he is the parliamentary secretary to the Minister of Labour. Justice Wally Hupple, our Master of Ceremony, is a judge at the British Columbia Supreme Court, an appointment that I was privileged to make when I was Minister of Justice in 1983. And today we are here to celebrate the symbolic foundation of the Sikh Canadian heritage, of the Sikh sense of place in Canada. This temple is a gift that was given to us by pioneers. It is our duty to preserve it for future generations. It is our duty to remember its lessons. That is why it is my great honor to officially designate the Abbotsford Sikh Temple as the newest National Historic Site of Canada. Now I have to reply in my own language. Alors, je suis très très heureux d'être ici cet après-midi et il va dire combien je suis heureux d'être parmi les Sikhs dans la ville d'Abbotsford. Oh yes, I have something else to tell you. I've heard about it since a long time and I thought something had to be done. So, there will be an enhanced immigration and visa office in Chandigarh. I remember when I was in New Delhi a few years ago, I saw people coming from Punjab to try to get the papers that were needed to come here. And they had to do all that. So now they will be able to get it walking. And from Punjab, and I just want to say that instruction has been given on my way here this afternoon. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਤਮਸਤ ਮਸਤ 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 ਮਸਤ
No, I have a minister who is a Sikh. Last week to come. I have a member of parliament who is a Sikh. I've always been very associated. This is the first historic site that they have in North America. They asked me if I would come, and I said yes. And I'm happy to be here. It's a great occasion for them, because it's a group of people who, when you look at their history, they suffered discriminations. Now with the Charter of Rights, they are equal. They participate very actively in the community, and it's a great celebration for them. And I felt that they wanted me to be here, and I was traveling out west, and I said, why not? And I'm very happy that I've accepted their invitation.
Mr. Prime Minister, how important is it that people of all faiths celebrate the victory that the Sikh community has had today?
But it is, what's Canada all about. We've come a long way in terms of discrimination. I remember when I was Minister of Justice and promoting the Charter of Rights and Freedom, I was giving all sort of example of that. That was terrible. I used to make jokes about it, because the best way sometimes is to attract attention is that. So I would say that when Johnny Lombardi arrived in Toronto in 1935, he wanted to go to a public bath. He offered his 5 cents, and they said, you cannot go there. He said, why? Read the sign-ups there. And it was written, he said, yes, it's written for Gentiles only, and I'm just Jew. I'm in Italian. And the guard said it's worse. So, in my district in 1935, in the Grammar Golf Club, the French could play golf only after dark. So, we've come a long, long way.
Yeah.
So let's celebrate, the Sikh coming to the great Canadian family in celebrating this
For all religions.
For all religions. We had a great celebration in Toronto with the Catholics. Here I am with the Sikhs. Tomorrow I might be with another group. Which religion are you from?
I'm Christian.
Good. My name is
Prime
Christian.
Minister.
Great.
Mr. Prime Minister.